Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we are looking at a Cthulhu Wars expansion. This is the Library at Celaeno map. Might be pronounced Celaeno, but I'm pretty sure that AE is the equivalent of an I, like as in like, or more of an E. I don't know. I'm tired. I've been filming a lot of these. So this is the library map. It's really cool. I've seen the 8-player one and the 6-player. This is the 2 to 5 player map. It's sold as a separate thing. The 6 to 8 was Kickstarter exclusive, is my understanding. So if you want those, good luck. That'll cost you. This one retails for about $40, and this one will probably set you back because the maps are kind of harder to find from what I've seen online. These just came out though, so it might calm down. But this one's got a rule book, double-sided mounted map, 8 silence token, 4 library tomes, 4 library hint cards, an agony die, and 2 minis. The minis are a custodian and a historian. So let's see what's in here. This is a pretty thick box. It is put out by Petersen Games, and you do need the regular Cthulhu Wars box set to play. This is just supposed to be a very interesting and bizarre new map. So let's see what we got here. Alright, so here's the Omega Edition rulebook. This one's about, what, probably about 10 pages? Yeah, 10 pages. Not a lot to it, but these are nice quality. There's a list of everything that's in here. I like the contents sheets that they do now. It's a really good idea. And you got your setup and how to play with these maps, what the librarian does, that sort of thing. So the librarian and the custodian seem to be just sort of their own little unit that does random stuff. They're not controlled by a player from the look of it. Here we got some funky tokens. There's 4 of them here. So let's get this stuff out. We'll read the cards here and take a closer look at these maps. And here's the hint cards and the minis. So yeah, give me 1 second to adjust the camera and we'll take a closer look at this stuff. So before we get to the map, let's take a look at some of these. Here's a closer shot of these tokens. There are a total of 8 of them. They look exactly the same, and they're the same on both sides from what I can tell. And here's the library back of the card. These cards are different spells from the look of it. First we have Larvae of the Outer Gods, action cost 1. Gain 1 Elder Sign if any active faction has more power than you. Flip this card face down. You may flip it up face up again and reuse it by releasing a captured cultist back to its owner's pool. Discarding an Elder Sign or discarding a silence token. It also flips up in the next Doom phase. Barrier of Nachtith, ongoing. No other players may declare battle against you unless he or she releases a captured cultist back to its owner's pool. Discard an Elder Sign or discards a silence token. Guardian Under the Lake, action cost 1. Choose an archway area and a faction there. Move all units of that faction in that area to any other archway area. Flip this card face down. You may flip it face up again and reuse it by releasing a captured cultist back to its owner's pool, discarding an Elder Sign, or discarding a silence token. It also flips up in the next Doom phase. Yar and the Nagar, action cost 1. If any enemy faction has more Doom than you, choose 1. Either place 1 monster at your controlled gate for no additional cost, or gain 2 power. Flip this card face down. You may flip it face up again and reuse it by releasing a captured cultist back to its owner's pool. Excuse me. Flip this card face down. You may flip it face up again and reuse it by releasing a captured cultist back to its owner's pool, discarding an Elder Sign, or discarding a Silence token. It also flips up in the next Doom phase. So that's those. Now let's take a look at these hint cards. If I can get this open. Shouldn't have trimmed my nails. Alright, so these have a really cool image on the back. But let's see what we got here. First we have... Oh wait, are these all the same? Yeah, these are all the same. Alright, so first Doom phase only. Gates appear in all library tome areas. All Doom phases... each player gets one Silence token. During action phase, spend Silence tokens to, as an action, activate the Custodian, as an action, activate the Librarian, if someone has an overdue tome, or lastly, use certain library tomes. So that's these. Custodian activation. Move the Custodian to any area and roll the Agony die, which is included in the box. It's just a D3. There's 2 1s, 2 2s, and 2 3s. So it's just a D3 with the same symbol as this. So it's unique enough that if you lose it, good luck replacing it. But it's just a D3. Alright, so Custodian activation, move the Custodian to any area and roll the Agony die. Add +1 to the total if the Custodian didn't move. That many units in the target area are bumped to the oubliette. Divide between factions as you please, but all points must be satisfied if possible. Librarian activation. Move the Librarian to any area and roll the Agony die. Add +1 to the total if the Librarian didn't move. A target in the area with an overdue tome must satisfy the role as follows. Satisfy 1 agony per unit in the area you choose to eliminate. Satisfy 1 agony per unit in the area you choose to eliminate. Okay. Satisfy 1 agony per doom you choose to lose. Or lastly, satisfy 1 agony per overdue tome you return to its area. Alright, so not a lot to it. It's just little hint cards to help out, little reminders of special rules. But you get, what, 6 of these? 4. There's 4 of them. Well, you might have to share if you're playing the 6-player game. So, alright, so let's look at these minis. Okay, well, I'm not sure which one's which. Let me check the rule book, see who's who. Alright, so this crab-like thing is the Custodian. He's, yeah, I don't know what his qualifications for such a job are, but he's very crab-like. He's got lots of crabby-like legs and this sort of shell thing here. The detailing isn't as detailed on... yeah, that sentence made sense. This one's not as detailed as a lot of the other figures, but I don't think it matters, honestly, because he's not somebody that's going to be on your faction, and he's not even going to show up every game. Unless you play the library map a lot. It's just a character that's going to show up occasionally. But yeah, the detailing is still quality. He's very heavy mini. It's nice quality, it's just not heavy on the detail. Painted up, it'd look pretty badass though. Alright, let's look at the Librarian. Well, he could probably reach the top shelves. He's got big stacks of books, which are really cool because you could really detail those out and paint those up. Otherwise, he's I don't know if you, I don't know how to describe that. Almost like tree-like, because maybe just because he's brown, but he's got these little legs and some arms down here for some reason, and this big spindly thing at the top, which should probably get broken off if you're not careful. That's not as flexible as some of the others. Don't drop this. So yeah, these two look pretty good. This guy would be real fun to paint if you want to do the books different colors and like maybe put some covers on a few of them, because there's some on top and on the sides here. You could probably have fun with that. Like maybe a copy of Twilight is at this library. So yeah, the minis are pretty solid, real heavy pieces, and they're a lot bigger than I expected, honestly. I thought they'd be more like cultist size, but these are pretty hefty minis. So let's get them out of the way and look at the map. Alright, so here we have the lower floor three-player map. It was just the first map on top, so we're going to look at it a little bit out of order. This is the three-player, lower level. Here you've got your archways. There's 4 of them. And then there's the stairs. They're labeled A, B, C, D, E, and F. So A is in Chamber of Singak. D is in Chamber of Apelkalu. Hyperaquarium. C has the Cthulhu symbol and has the E staircase. Oblet C has Ithaca and is B. Blue Hall is C with that symbol. Black Hall, Crawling Ones, is F. So let's flip this over and look at the 5-player map. It's basically just some extra rooms, of course. So we've got Chamber of Apkalu. I'm never gonna get these right. Scorched Chamber has the D staircase this time. Chamber of Singak has the A staircase with the sleeper symbol and an archway. Archway here with the B staircase. The Oblet C with Ithaca. Porphyr Hall C. And then Hyperaquarium C, which has the E staircase and Cthulhu symbol. Then we've got the Charnel Hall and the Crawling Ones. Crawling Ones has the F staircase. There's a Black Hall with the archway. Then Red Hall and Blue Hall. Blue Hall has this symbol and an archway. So I know there's a little bit of a glare from the window, but it's really hot in here, so I can't close that. Sorry. So that is the 5-player map for the lower level. Let's look at the upper level. Alright, here's the 3-player upper level. Now, this one's pretty cool because we've got A with Ur and the so there's a spot for a tome. D has the barrier of Notchtith. E is in Lake of Hali Overlook C with Ithaca symbol. Gloomloft C, Fountain C with the black goat, and B staircase and an archway. The floating tower has the yellow sign and an archway. Guardian Under the Lake has the C staircase. Larvae of the Outer Gods has the F staircase. So this floating tower area looks really cool, I think. And yeah, the rest of the map looks good. It's a very confined area, so it could be a pretty bloody battle. But let's take a look at the 5-player map on the upper floor. Alright, so we've got the Hororium up here with C. And down here we've got Guardian Under the Lake, Larvae of the Outer Gods with the F staircase, Lake of Holly Balcony C, Lake of Holly Overlook for the C, with the E staircase in Ithaca, Cursed Hall C, Gloomloft C, Fountain C with the black goat, the B staircase and an archway, floating tower with the yellow sign still, and an archway. Bikieri with the A staircase, Yar and the Nagar, and then Barrier of Nachtith with the D staircase. So more rooms, more places to get into problems. The Hororium up here looks cool with the giant skull and the C staircase. Looks like a good map. I think that the fact that there's 2 levels to this one makes it a lot more challenging, but at the same time it is very confined, so you're going to be duking it out real quick, especially with 5 players on these maps, because even though there are 2 maps, I think it's still pretty tight quarters. But that is everything that is in the library of Celaeno map pack box, I should say. You do of course need the main rulebook from Cthulhu Wars to play, and of course miniatures, so you're going to need the core box. Otherwise, that is everything that is inside, and that'll do it for this episode. Be sure to check out some of our other Cthulhu Wars videos. There's quite a few of them, and we're lucky enough to have been able to open all the Omega editions thanks to my buddy Wyatt. But that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and we hope to see you on the next episode of What's Inside.